If I was on the radio today, we'll be talking about fear. Not the loud, obvious kind that jumps out at you in the dark. I mean the sneaky kind. The kind that wears logic as a disguise. The kind that hides behind overthinking. Fear of failing. Fear of being misunderstood. Fear of being seen. And a personal struggle, the fear of becoming. Because sometimes it's not failure we're afraid of. It's becoming who God has actually called us to be. Not too long ago, I found myself spiraling, panicking over a small decision I needed to make. Not because it was wrong, not because it was difficult, because my thought process was, will people take this seriously coming from me? That wasn't strategy. That wasn't even me trying to be a perfectionist. That was pure panic. And panic, I've learned it is fear dressed up like wisdom. Tell me you know what I mean. Studying the word, Matthew 6:34 says, "Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself." And it hit me. I wasn't just afraid to make a mistake or to make a change. I was afraid that people still would see me as the old me. The one who didn't know better. The one who messed up a few times. The one God had to save me from. So I was thinking, if I rebrand, maybe they'll forget. But hear me, if they forget the past, where is the testimony? How does God come in? How is God evident? In Luke 15:20, the prodigal son comes home and his father ran to him. Not because he had cleaned up, but because he was coming back. The father didn't say, "Prove you've changed." He said, "Bring the robe, bring the ring. My son is home." So maybe, just maybe, we're hiding God in our rebrand because we are scared people wouldn't understand the glow up if they knew the grit. But God, my own God, He does His best work in full view. The robe, public. The ring, visible. The party, loud, joyful, undeniable. Since I came out publicly as a kingdom entrepreneur, a few people have messaged me saying, "Wens, I've been scared to do the same. What if it changes my clientele? What if it limits who will work with me?" And I get it. I really do. It also was a struggle for me to put it out. I took my time with that. So yes, I get it. Proclaiming God can feel like you are closing doors. But what if, I repeat, what if you are actually only unlocking the right ones? The right clients, the right collaborations, the right kingdom-aligned spaces. Listen, if you're not aligned with God's plan for your life, it's not a limitation. It's a big protection. So here's the real question. Am I anxious or am I hiding? Am I overthinking or is God inviting me to surrender? When I spiral, I hold on to a song. It's Clean by Nathalie Grant, especially the line that says, "Oh, I am coming alive with joy and destiny because you are restoring me piece by piece." So even when I unravel, even when there's fear, when I unravel, God doesn't. He holds me, the plan, the purpose, He holds it all together for me. I also feel led to say this. So long as there was a time in your life without God, you have a past. And it doesn't have to be compared to anyone else's. You don't have to pay it, put it beside someone else's to say or be extra with it. So long as there was a time in your life without God, you have a past. But here's your reminder. You can't rewrite the past, but you can retell it through the lens of grace. You can rebrand, not to hide, but to reveal God's goodness. Next time you catch yourself spiraling, if you spiral, ask yourself, am I analyzing or am I anxious? Am I processing or am I panicking? Am I hiding or am I healing? Because fear wears many faces, but overthinking, that's just worry in a fresh outfit. And faith, faith is bold. Faith steps out. Faith says, what if God already made a way? I trust God already made a way. So here's your invitation this week. Stop performing. Start testifying. And ask yourself, what have I been overthinking or hiding because of my past? Let's talk about it. I'm on socials at Wens Connoisseur, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. There's also a playlist in the episode description, songs that have carried me through doubt into destiny. Go listen, be reminded. And of course, if this episode spoke to you, send it to someone who needs to know they are not crazy, they are just called. Until next Monday, stay grounded, stay expectant, keep glorifying Him, because fear fades fast in the face of faith. Peace.